Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to go over how to start homeschooling in 2026, step by step for beginners. Thinking about homeschooling in 2026, but you have no idea where to start? Good. That means you're in the right place because starting homeschooling does not have to be overwhelming, confusing, or expensive. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step process for beginners. By the end, you'll know how to legally start, choose a curriculum, set up a simple schedule, and avoid the biggest mistakes new homeschool parents make. Let's make this simple. If you've ever thought, I want to homeschool, but I don't know what I'm doing, you're not alone. A lot of parents feel that way at first. The good news is this: homeschooling in 2026 is more flexible than ever. You do not need to recreate a traditional classroom at home. You just need a plan that fits your child, your family, and your state or country's rules. So let's break it down step by step. So, step one, check the legal requirements. Step one is always the legal step. Before you buy books or build a schedule, find out what your local homeschooling laws require. This matters because every state, province, and country is different. Some places want a notice of intent, some require attendance records, some ask for testing or portfolio reviews, and some are very relaxed. So go to your official education department website and look for homeschool regulations. If that feels confusing, search for a local homeschool association too. They usually explain the rules in plain language. Here's the key: do not guess. Do not copy what someone on social media says without checking your own local rules. Start legal first. Everything else gets easier after that. And once that part is done, you can focus on the fun stuff. Step two, define your why. Step two is to get clear on why you're homeschooling. This sounds simple, but it changes everything. Are you homeschooling for flexibility, for religious reasons, for academic support, for travel, for mental health, for a child who learns differently? Your reason will shape your style because homeschooling is not one size fits all. Some families do structured school at home, some do unschooling, some do a hybrid approach, some use online programs, some use books, projects, and real life learning. There is no single correct way. There is only the way that works for your child and your family. So ask yourself three questions. What do I want my child to learn? How much structure do we need? How much time do I realistically have each day? Write those answers down. That becomes your roadmap. Step three, choose your homeschool style. Step three is choosing your homeschool style. This is where many beginners get stuck because they think they need to pick the perfect method forever. You don't. You just need a starting point. So we have the traditional approach, which is school at home. This style is often what new homeschoolers gravitate toward first because it is familiar. It closely mirrors the traditional classroom experience. Parents purchase comprehensive grade-level curriculum packages that include textbooks, workbooks, schedules, and grading rubrics. It is highly structured and provides a clear step-by-step path for each subject. So the pros: it's easy to implement for beginners, clear benchmarks, minimal daily planning required. Cons can be rigid and lead to burnout, less room to explore spontaneous interests, and heavily reliant on testing and worksheets. It's great for families who thrive with structure and a clear step-by-step plan. You have the Living Books and Nature method. It's literature rich, nature focused, child centered. This approach views children as a whole, people with unique interests, gifts, learning styles. Learning comes alive through beautiful books, time in nature, meaningful conversations, and short, focused lessons that leave room for wonder, creativity, and exploration. So the pros, it encourages a love of reading and learning, gentle and flexible learning environment, strong focus on character development, incorporates nature, art, and creativity, helps children develop critical thinking and communication skills. Cons. Finding quality living books may require additional research. Progress can feel less measurable for parents who prefer traditional grades and testing. Requires more parent involvement in selecting resources and planning activities. This is best for families who value reading, creativity, nature, flexibility, and a relationship centered approach to education. There is the hands on discovery method, learn by doing, discover by exploring, grow by experiencing. So, this approach brings learning to life through hands on activities, experiments, projects, and real world experiences. Children explore, build, create, investigate, and solve problems using materials and experiences that help them understand how the world works. This method encourages independence, critical thinking, creativity, and a deep love of learning through discovery. Pros, it encourages independence and self confidence, makes learning engaging and memorable, supports different learning styles, develops problem solving and critical thinking skills, promotes a genuine love of learning through exploration. Cons, hands on materials and activities can require additional preparation. Some specialized learning materials may be costly. Parents may need to spend more time planning experiences and projects. Progress may look different from traditional school models. So, this is best for families who want active, experiential learning and children who enjoy building, creating, and experimenting, moving, and learning through real world experiences. You have the interest led unit study method. So, this approach centers learning around topics that spark your child's curiosity and bring subjects together in meaningful ways. Instead of teaching in isolation, you choose a theme, such as Black inventors, and connect reading, writing, math, science, art, history, and more through hands on activities, books, projects, and real life exploration. So, for pros, highly engaging and motivating for children of all ages, connects learning across multiple subjects, allows multiple children of different ages to learn together, encourages deeper understanding and critical thinking, makes learning relevant, meaningful, and memorable. Cons, requires more planning and creativity from the parent. Finding quality resources for each unit can take time. Math and phonics usually still need to be taught sequentially outside the unit study. May require adapting activities for different ages and levels. This is best for families who love exploring topics in depth, making connections, and creating memorable learning experiences together. You have the child led learning method. This approach empowers children to take the lead in their learning by exploring their passions and asking their own questions. So the parents act as mentors and resources, providing guidance, materials, and real world opportunities that support the child's natural curiosity. Learning happens through play, exploration, life experiences, books, projects, and everyday adventures. So, pros, builds confidence, independence, and self motivation. Deeply engaging and meaningful for the child, encourages curiosity, creativity, and the love of learning, strengthens family relationships and trust, prepares children for real life through authentic experiences. Cons, may lack structure if not balanced with guidance and resources. It's harder to measure progress with traditional tools, can be challenging for parents who prefer a clear path, requires parents to be flexible, patient, and resourceful. Some children may need help learning how to focus. This is best for families who want a flexible, relationship-centered approach that honors their child's unique interests, strengths, and natural learning rhythm. And we have the mix and match method. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to learning. The mix and match method gives you the freedom to choose what works best for your child and combine different styles, resources, and strategies to create personalized learning experience. So pros, it allows you to use the best elements of different methods, highly adaptable to your child's unique needs and personality, keeps learning fresh, engaging, and effective, encourages creativity, independence, and deeper understanding, prepares children for real life through a well-rounded education. Con, takes planning and organization to balance everything well, can be time-consuming in the beginning, may feel overwhelming without clear goals, requires research to find quality resources, needs consistency to be effective. This is best for the families who want flexibility, personalization, and the freedom to create a learning experience that fits their child perfectly. If you're brand new, start simple. Most beginners do best with a structured or semi-structured approach at first. That gives you confidence while you learn what works. You can always adjust later. Step 4. Choose curriculum and resources. And here's the truth. You do not need to buy everything at once. Please don't do that. New homeschoolers often spend too much money before they even know what their child needs. Instead, start with the basics. For younger kids, you may need reading, math, handwriting, science, social studies, art, and music. For older kids, add writing, grammar, history, algebra, or higher math, science labs, electives, life skills. Now choose resources based on your child's learning style. If they love videos, use video lessons. If they learn by doing, use hands-on materials. If they love reading, use books and worksheets. If they need accountability, use a full curriculum with daily lessons. A smart beginner move is to choose one main curriculum for math and language arts first, then build the rest around it. That keeps things manageable. And remember this, curriculum is a tool, not a test of your worth as a parent. If it doesn't work, you can change it. That's one of the biggest advantages of homeschooling. Step 5. Create a simple daily rhythm. Step 5 is building a routine that actually works in real life. Not a perfect schedule, a realistic one. Because homeschooling does not need to look like 8 hours at a desk. In fact, most families find that focused learning takes far less time than traditional school hours. Start by deciding your anchor points. What will, what time will school start? When will breaks happen? When will lunch happen? When will independent work happen? When will you stop for the day? A beginner-friendly rhythm might look like this. Morning, reading and math. Short break, writing or science. Lunch. Afternoon project, quiet reading, or outdoor time. Keep it simple at first. You can always add more later. The goal is consistency, not perfection. And yes, some days will be messy. That is normal. Homeschooling is not about controlling every minute. It's about creating a learning environment that works for your family. Uh, Step 6 is setting up your space. You do not need a fancy classroom. You just need a place where learning can happen without constant chaos. This could be a kitchen table, a corner desk, a bookshelf, or even a basket system for supplies. Try to include a place for books, a place for supplies, a place for completed work, a calendar or planner, a quiet area if possible. Keep materials visible but organized. The easier it is to start, the more likely you are to stay consistent. Also, think about digital setup if you use online learning. A reliable device, a printer if needed, a charging station, a folder system for files. Simple systems save time later. Step 7 is tracking progress from day one. This does not have to be complicated. You just need proof of learning and a way to see what's working. Depending on your local laws, this may include attendance logs, sample work grades, reading lists, or portfolios. Even if your area does not require much paperwork, tracking helps you stay organized. Use one of these simple methods: a paper planner, a spreadsheet, a homeschool app, a binder with monthly tabs, a photo folder for completed projects. At the end of each week, ask, what did we finish? What was hard? What needs more time? What should we change next week? That weekly check-in can save you months of frustration later. Step 8 is the most important mind shift. Start small. You do not need to homeschool every subject perfectly on day one. You do not need to recreate school at home immediately. And you definitely do not need to compare yourself to experienced homeschool families online. They are showing you their highlight reel. You are living real life, and real life takes practice, and that's okay. You can begin with just math and reading, if needed, then add science, then history, then electives. Build slowly. Learn as you go, adjust as needed. Your first month is about finding your rhythm, not proving anything to anyone. And if something isn't working, change it. That's not failure. That's homeschooling, working exactly as it should. And here's the secret most beginners wish they knew sooner. Confidence comes after action, not before it. So don't wait until you feel ready. Start now. Improve as you go. Here is your simple beginner roadmap for homeschooling in 2026. 1. Check the legal requirements. 2. Define your why. 3. Choose a homeschool style. 4. Pick basic curriculum and resources. 5. Build a realistic daily rhythm. 6. Set up a simple learning space. 7. Track progress from day 1. 8. Start small and adjust over time. Homeschooling can feel big at first, but once you break it into steps, it becomes manageable, even exciting. Remember, you are not trying to be perfect, you are trying to build a learning life that works for your child. That matters more than doing school the right way. And if this video helped you, hit like so more beginner homeschool parents can find it. Subscribe for more practical education tips and comment homeschool if you want me to make a follow-up video on choosing curriculum, creating schedules, or homeschooling on a budget in 2026. Now, you've got this. Take the first step.